Well, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen, you beautiful people? I've been submitted another build. This one is tank support, and this one is a build that you definitely have to put together now, if not yesterday. The reason for that is because this build, for when any raid comes out or any mission comes out, this build is a must, at least for one of you in your team to have it. So if you have it or your friends have it, make sure you chuck it on. This was submitted by SPQR963. Best tank build in the game. Point man chest piece with perfect vanguard, 3-piece foundry bulwark, armor and crit chance as well as crit damage, Emperor's Guard with double armor regen, Leviosa backpack rolled to armor with crit chance and crit damage, and the St. Elmo's engine as a primary weapon. Every time you use your shield, you grant your allies 1 million bonus armor, and every time you shock, you grant yourself and allies 1.1 million bonus armor. So this is the build I've managed to put together. Let's start off with the specialist. I'm using a flamethrower. The reason for that is so I get the striker shield. The striker shield is obviously maxed out because we've got full blue cores, and that means we're getting an extra 11% bonus damage for every single person that's in front of us. So for PvE, yet again, you're going to be lacking on that damage. You can see my primary damage is quite low, but there is a reason for my primary damage being low, but I'll get to that in a second. But yes, they're coming out of a door, and you've got all that bonus damage. If you've got 5 of them in front of you, you're going to get 55% extra weapon damage. I mean, if you've got better mods on it, you're probably going to do a little bit more damage than that. So that is huge, yet alone. And then we're going to go over to the primary weapons. So we've got the St. Elmo's engine. This is so you can obviously proc that Leviosa backpack, so every time you shock the enemy, you're giving the teammates 1.1 million armor. As you can see, I am lacking proficiency. I don't have the 23 extra weapon damage there, plus the assault rifle damage, plus the damage to target out of cover. So I'm missing an overall 26-27% weapon damage on this gun to bring up to about 80 to 85,000 total damage. Your secondary doesn't really matter, as well as your sidearm. Now I have mixed up a little bit. As you can see, it's not exactly to what was said. He did say have Emperor's Guard knee pads, and then have obviously your 3-piece. Plus that, I do not have the Emperor's Guard knee pads yet. I'm trying to get them. So this is my workaround, which is probably going to be a better workaround for most of you because you don't do the PvP, or the Dark Zone, should I say. So this workaround I think might be a little bit better. The reason being is because you're using the Catharsis mask. It's got armor, incoming repairs, armor regen, and then I put a crit hit chance mod on it, and it's got taken damage build stacks to a cap of 30. Each stack grants 1% weapon damage, means you can get an additional 30% weapon damage of this. Plus, taking damage at max stacks triggers a purge, removing all stacks and status effects, and then dropping a healing cloud, which restores 5% of max armor for 10 seconds to all allies in the cloud. So yet again, it's another team support thing. If you're standing on top of them because they're standing behind a wall, you've got your shield out and you're getting hit plenty, you will drop that. So everyone's getting healed, everyone's getting armor. I think this might be a better run because it's not helping yourself more, it's still yet again helping your team a little bit more. Then the chest piece, I've got the point man, it's got armor on it, I've put crit hit chance, and it's got double crit hit damage. The reason for this is yet again perfect vanguard. Deploying a shield makes it invulnerable for 5 seconds and grants 50% of your armor as bonus armor to all allies for 20 seconds. Cooldown is 25 seconds, it's very short cooldown. Then we've got the 3-piece foundry bulwark. The reason for that is because you get the total armor 10%, you get the armor regen 1%, shield health 50%, because you're going to be using that shield all the time. Getting that extra 50% is huge. You've got 300% shield health, massive, especially using the striker shield. I've got crit hit damage on that. I've got the knee pads, which got crit hit chance and armor. Now you can see I haven't got these maxed out, and I'm already sitting at 2.1 million armor. So this is easily, when everything is well proficient, as you can see that's not proficient, when everything that you're wearing is proficient, you're going to be sitting around 2.4, maybe 2.5 million armor. The back piece is one thing that I don't have quite right, because I've managed to roll the armor off it, but I've got skill haste. Now skill haste can work in my favor, but if you do want more damage, then you ideally want to be able to put armor on that and have 2 red rolls, crit hit chance and crit hit damage. I've got 2 crit hit chance on here. The reason for this is because my watch level is not quite high enough yet, so I am missing out on crit hit chance. Once it's high enough, then I'll be able to roll these to crit hit damage and get even more damage. So then I've got the talent on this, which is perfect galvanize. Applying a blind, ensnare, shock, or confuse to an enemy grants 50% of your armor as bonus armor to you and all allies within 30 meters of that enemy for 10 seconds. So when you've got shock rounds on your elbows, you can pop it. Now you could be quite good with this, and as soon as you get shock rounds, fire off 1 bullet, wait 10 seconds till you fire off another bullet. So switch to another gun that is preferred for you. I don't know what gun that would be. Let's just take the shield splinterer because it's got the perfect optimist. Just switch to another gun, and then you can keep switching back every 10 seconds to keep proccing that armor. However, 10 seconds is probably long enough because you've got 850 rounds per minute. It's probably long enough enough for you to then restack your gun up, or maybe be close to restacking your gun up so you can shock them again, because all it is 100 bullets hit to get a magazine refill so you can re-shock them. So it's probably going to take about 13 seconds to restack that. So you're going to be 3 seconds without the extra armor for everyone, but it's still going to help. Guys, let me show you some footage of this now. And yet again, this is my watch level, so I am missing out on crit hit chance there. That's where I can roll off to get a bit more crit damage. I'm missing my crit damage there, 20%. I'm missing headshot damage, 20%, plus loads and loads more. Let's quickly just look at the stats. So stats, I've got 55.8% crit chance. You can see that I'm going to be almost 65%. The cap is 60. So once we have rolled one of them off to crit damage, we're going to be sitting at around 90 plus the 20. We're going to be sitting about 120 crit hit damage, maybe 120 to 130 crit hit damage with max crit hit chance. Then we've got all that armor that you can see below. As you can see, I'm still missing a load here. You're meant to be able to get max assault rifle damage bonus, which is about 50%. So I'm missing my 50% assault rifle damage there. So quite a lot missing. And then my armor is currently at 2.56 million. It's huge. Anyway, without further ado, let's jump into some gameplay. Here we go, countdown on heroic, just so you can see how much this kicks ass. So let's get to that first hunter immediately, and we want to take the aggro. The reason is because we've got that invincible damage taken with our shield procced for the first bit. So ideally, we want to take all the aggro there. See, 2.1 million. There you go. So I got hit. Now he can't hit me. 5 seconds. He's going to be able to hit me in a second though. I need to pull out my magazine ASAP. There we go. Right, so we got the shock rounds. Now we can pull it, and there you go. You can see even more armor. This build is an absolute joke. Not only me, if you look down in the bottom right, everyone has got this armor, and I had that weapon damage. So no one had to take a single hit there apart from myself, and everyone is absolutely laughing at the armor they get given as well. I have got the Reviver Hive on as well. I could use that for myself, or I could even give that to other people that are around me, just because I'm not really going to need it as long as I've got my my invincible shield on. I'm like Captain America out here. Here we go. So if you look down the bottom right, look at everyone's armor, bang, and then look at everyone's armor again as soon as I get these shock rounds after half of this next clip. Now here we go, shock rounds are going to hit, everyone's armor went up even more, so everyone's getting double their armor just from me having this. So when the raid comes out, guys, this build is going to be an absolute joke. There we go, they've even got even more armor. This heroic countdown, and you know these hunters hit big. Remember, look at all their health. They've all got low health because they're mainly all running skill builds. There you go, 4.2 million armor for me, and however much armor for everyone else. Just look at their bars. I haven't got my shield out, bro. Wait a second. When he starts shooting, then I pull my shield out. There we go. I'll just pull it out now. Guys, if someone has or is using this build, if you stand behind them, you get the damage buff as well. There you go, guys. You've probably never seen a final encounter look so easy. I'm just going to stand here just to make sure everyone gets out. No, they're not going to get out in time. I've just got to go. Just 1 second. Unfortunately, they just wanted to stay in for the extra kills, so we dipped. But the game's over, so sorry to them people for not being aware of their surroundings. One person did go down. You can't save everyone. There's my damage. Kills, revives. So I've got 69% accuracy. That's not bad. Guys, remember, like, follow, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.